Good morning everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying a power hour clean. I'm trying to get my housework down to an hour a day, just on like a tick over clean. And I thought I would try it today. I'm very aware that I'm probably not going to get it all done in an hour today, but I'm trying to put an hour today towards getting it done, getting it down, so that eventually in a few weeks or a few months time I'm able to do all my housework in 1 hour in the morning. Then I can get on with making content for you guys, running errands, so on, so forth. So I've started off my timer and I'm starting off in the lounge. It's just going to be a quick clean. Deep cleans, obviously I'm not going to include in power hours. This is just a tidy up, a refresh, a reset. So I'm just making the sofas at the moment so they're all nice and neat. I find when the throws get a little bit wonky or crinkled and the cushions get out of shape, it just makes the whole room look untidy. So that's a nice quick fix to get those looking nice. Now this sofa pretty much lives with laundry on it. Unfortunately, I'm not quite organised enough to not have laundry piles. But I am hoping to get that way, implementing a few new routines in the evening when I get home from work and in the morning when I wake up, so that laundry doesn't sit on this sofa for too long. The main issue that I have with laundry is that although I can get it clean and dry and folded and ready for all the bedrooms in the mornings before I go to work, I can't often put it away because there is usually someone in my room, my husband, asleep, so I can't put our laundry away. And usually, like sort of 3 or 4 days of the week, the kids are also in their rooms, so I cannot go in there and put theirs away. I tend to leave theirs outside their bedroom door with the hope that it will get taken in and put away. If it is lucky enough to get taken in, it certainly doesn't get put away. It gets dumped on the floor or the nearest surface and ends up back in the wash. So it's kind of a relentless cycle and something that I want to try and organise the laundry routine and space to put things in the very near future, because there is always laundry hanging around in this house. And then I put mine and my husband's laundry away when I get home from work. So there's always laundry sat on this sofa, and it's not very nice to look at. This sofa faces the front window, and when you come home, if the curtains are open, you can just see the laundry sitting there. So it's definitely something that I want to sort of combat over the next few weeks, months, whatever, however long it takes. I want to make sure that the laundry is simplified so that people can just grab their stuff, put it away easily, and it's done. So now I'm moving into the kitchen. Should be a quick fix today. There is a small amount of washing up. My son does the washing up after dinner in the evenings, and these are just the bits that get used between the evening washing up and the morning. Don't ask me how we get through so many glasses in just one evening, but we do. So I come down in the morning and there's usually 4 or 5 glasses waiting to be washed up. So I get those done quickly. I wash the board that the tea and coffee get made on, because that often ends up with sugar, small tea spills, coffee spills. So that gets washed on a daily basis. And then I'm going to move on to the worktops. So I'm just using today my Flash multi-purpose spray, and I'm giving it a quick once over. Like I said before, we're not deep cleaning today. We are just cleaning up any little messes. So when my husband comes in from a night shift, he usually makes himself a sandwich. So there's usually crumbs hanging out on the worktop and bits and bobs just floating around. So I give it a quick wipe down with the Flash spray. Nothing fancy, nothing special, just a quick wipe down. Okay, so now it's time to put away those glasses that I just washed. They are nice and dry now, and that means I can get on with the sink and draining board in the mornings I usually just go over this. When we have the new kitchen installed, everything is level. Everything is level, I've checked, because I was going a little bit insane trying to figure it out. Everything is level, but for some reason, this draining board drains away from the sink. It drains to the other end. So you end up with this puddle in that top back right hand corner as you're looking at it. And yeah, every morning I have to come down and clean it because it ends up going over the edge of the draining board and over to where I store my like laundry detergent and stuff like that. So every morning that gets done. And now I'm just going over with the broom. I'm going to give it a little bit of a sweep this morning. I'm not going to mop. I'm trying to keep the mopping to the evening. So just before I go to bed, I'm trying to mop the kitchen floor. At the moment, I'm managing it about twice, maybe 3 times a week. But I do want to eventually get to the point where I'm doing it daily. My main issue is just a lack of motivation and energy when I get home from work. The last thing I want to do is sweep the floor, clean the bins and mop the floor. So I'm trying to get my mind into that routine of before I sit down when I get home from work, I mop the floor, and that way it can dry overnight without having footprints or crumbs or anything dropped on it by people just sort of moving around the house. Oh no, I do mop it in this video. I didn't think I did. I'm making so many videos, guys, simultaneously but I can't remember which ones I mop in and which ones I don't. But yes, like I say, I'm trying to do the mopping in the evening rather than in the daytime. So yeah, of course, dustpan has to fall off the bins. Why would it stay on there? It's not like it's a flat surface or anything. So yeah, just going through, getting all the crumbs up, apparently getting it mopped, even though I have no memory of mopping it. Sometimes I just go into autopilot. Do you guys find that? Sometimes you just autopilot a room. You don't even think about it. I think because this day I had my music on, my head just goes. So that's my first power hour done. Managed to get the lounge and the kitchen fully done in that hour. Really, really happy with it. Obviously someone's walked in and moved that cushion, that draft excluder. But aside from that, lounge is done, kitchen is done, and that's all reset and ready for another day. I've let wax melt, we're all good. However, on this particular day, I was feeling pretty motivated to keep going. So I set myself another hour on my phone and I started on the upstairs as well. Let's see how long it takes to do this. So I started in the bedroom. Bed's already made. It was literally just a case of pulling things straight, grabbing the laundry. Bedroom was done. I'd dusted in the day before, but as you can see, the landing was a total mess. When my husband's due home from work and he's about to go to bed, I literally throw all the laundry out onto the landing, literally, so I can have the room clear so he can go to bed. So that's how we end up with kind of laundry just thrown. We do have a laundry basket, but because I've got an armful, I can't lift the lid. Silly things, and laziness on my part. So I've grabbed all that, put it in the laundry basket and cleared the landing off a bit. That grey basket that you saw with clothes in is clean. Like I said earlier, this is the clean stuff that I brought up and hasn't been taken into the room. So now moving into the bathroom, I'm just refilling the conditioner bottle here. I'm kind of regretting, well, I'm not, but I am regretting these bottles. So, excuse me. I have 4 pump action bottles that are labelled shampoo, conditioner, body wash and bath soak. And the idea was that there would be one communal shampoo, one communal conditioner, one communal body wash and one communal bath soak that everybody would use, and it would keep the bathroom simplified so that we weren't having thousands of bottles. Everyone's got 2 or 3 different body washes, everyone's got a different shampoo, etc, etc. It hasn't worked out, and I found that filling these pump action bottles is really labour intensive, time consuming, awkward and annoying. So as you can see, well you can't see now, but as you saw earlier on in the corner, I have a massive pump action Dove shampoo. Everybody seems to like the Dove shampoo, so we are using that at the moment instead of refilling the shampoo bottle. I think sorry, got a bit of a cold. I think at some point I'm going to get rid of those bottles and admit defeat on that one. I would really like to have my entire house simplified so that we don't have thousands of different bottles and potions, etc. all over the place. Excuse me again, sorry. But it's not now. It's not this stage of my life. Life is just too hectic. There's too many people. Everybody has their own desires and likes and dislikes, and having one communal thing for every single person is just too difficult to manage. So if you're thinking of that and you've got children, teenagers, I would advise against. I would just find some storage that you can close, so you can have all the different bottles, all the different potions and packets and all of that, but you can close them away so you don't have to look at them. That's what I'd recommend, and that's what I intend on doing in my April declutter. I'll be going through the bathroom and trying to just shut everything away. I will still keep the shampoo conditioner bottles, and they will still have the communal stuff in them, but it will just be them on the sides. Everything else will be in the cupboard instead. So I've just popped it into the toilet now. I'm giving that a quick clean, nothing too crazy, as I will be filming the toilet and bathroom spring clean for you. You might actually see that video before you see this one. I've got my schedule going on. So it might be that you will see that spring clean video before you see this one. So it might not make any sense. But at the time of recording, I was due to film this for the spring clean, deep clean, and so it's just getting a quick once over today. So now I'm just going through and mopping. I did sweep this beforehand, but for some reason the camera didn't record. I must not have hit the button properly, I don't know. But I'm just going around with the mop. At the moment in the mop I'm using the Flash multi-purpose in the scent, I think it's Cherry Blossom. It's a pink one. It smells lovely. It's nice and fresh and springtimey, and I love it. So it's now later on in the day. My husband's up and I can now finally get round with the Hoover and just give it a quick once over before I go to work, which makes me feel a lot better. I did stop my timer, obviously, while he was asleep, and then I set it going again once he woke up. So we are still in the time, but we're not in real time, if that makes sense. So the last job I'm doing today for the power hours is just hitting the stairs. The upstairs hour, I think it only took me 40 minutes, not an hour. So I'm getting there, but hopefully in the future I can do the whole thing in 1 hour. Hope you like the video, guys. Bye bye.